Welcome to How to Meditate. Today's meditation is specifically geared toward those who have never meditated before. So the only prerequisite is that you want to. You don't need any special skills. You don't need to have a specific type of mindset, be extra calm, and you don't need any experience. So join me on a comfortable seat. I am sitting on a meditation pillow, so my hips are raised slightly higher than my knees, which is a position that's often comfy for a lot of people, but find whatever position serves you. And gently begin to close your eyes. And just notice as you close your eyes that perhaps some of your other senses, other than the visual senses, move to the forefront of your consciousness, so you're more aware of sound, perhaps smell, even touch, noticing where your hands make contact on your thighs or your legs, and just start to notice these other senses. During meditation, we become the observer. And our intention is really to still the mind. And this idea of becoming the observer means that we can separate from our thoughts. So as opposed to being caught up in our thoughts and perhaps the stories and emotions attached to those thoughts, we can see them as separate. There's our thoughts, and then there's us, our conscious minds. And as thoughts arise, which they always do, you can tag those thoughts, just simply name it a thought, and then release it, let it fly away. And we'll come back to our anchor. So in this meditation, our anchor is our breath. That is what we will continuously come back to when thoughts or distractions arise. So begin to inhale and place your hand on your heart, connecting with your heart space. And notice on that inhale that the chest rises, and on the exhale, it falls. And just notice that cycle of breath. You can actually feel your hand rise and fall with each breath. Begin to make your breath a little louder. So inhale and exhale. You can release your hand back down. Just let it fall wherever it lies. And notice that when we make our breath louder, it sometimes becomes a little easier to focus on the breath. And if you feel your mind wandering, you can make your breath louder and bring your mind's eye or your awareness back to your breath. So let's just take a moment to focus on our breath. And one of the qualities of mindfulness and meditation is curiosity. So we enter this meditation with curiosity, no judgment. You don't have to attach to any specific outcome or how this process is supposed to be, but rather approach it with curiosity, just noticing the experience. Noticing when thoughts arise. And if you can release those, what that feels like. And then bringing the mind back to the breath. And the power of meditation is that when we create a practice or a habit of stilling the mind, it's something that we can do not only while we're meditating, but when we are off the meditation pillow in real life. So just notice what this experience is right now. Really be present as I walk you through a very brief body scan where we just take note and relax parts of the body. So bring your mind's eye or your awareness to the crown of your head and just notice how it feels. Can you relax that as you move your attention downward toward your eyes, your temples, even your ears? Noticing tension there, or if there's any place in your head that you can soften. Moving downward to your sinuses, your nose, and to the back of your throat. Can you relax any of that space? Notice your tongue, is it touching the roof of your mouth? Can you let it drop in your jaw, your neck? Where can you find softness? Your shoulders, can you relax them, drawing them slightly downward, just finding a gentle way to calm the body, extending into your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms and wrists, and noticing your hands. Can you soften them? Can you let them just fall where they may? And your chest, are you holding any tension there? Noticing the rise and fall as you breathe. Moving downward into the belly and the hips, relaxing these parts of the body and just noticing where your hips sit, where you have contact with your pillow or mat, connecting you to the earth, grounding you. And feel that connection to your seat. Noticing your thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and your feet. These feet that bring you throughout the day, throughout life, move you. Let those relax too. And then just focus on your whole body, finding a sense of softening, relaxing, and just noticing what it feels like to be aware of your body. And again, placing your hand over your heart, connecting to that heart space. And as you place your hand on your heart, send loving kindness to your body, this beautiful body that allows you to move through life. And find compassion for this body. Perhaps some gratitude for your body. No body is perfect. We're human. But we can find gratitude for all the things our body does for us throughout the day without even trying all these reflexive processes of breathing, digestion, all these processes our body does automatically to allow us to be alive. And just feel that gratitude. You can let your hand rest back on your legs or wherever it falls. Let's take one deep inhale. Breathing in compassion for ourselves. And one long exhale. Releasing any tension. And then gently begin to open the eyes. You have just meditated. And that is the beginning of meditation. This is a simple breathing and body scan meditation. And when we do this as a regular practice, it allows us to create a reflex of finding stillness. So it even helps increase our ability to sleep well and find deep, restful, even regenerative sleep. And it also allows us to learn how to separate from our thoughts. So during the day, when difficult situations arise, we can use that same process of tagging a thought and releasing it before it becomes a story, or even after it becomes a story. We have that control. So thank you for joining me today. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Namaste.